Hello friends, happy Saturday and welcome to LeggLife. You guys, today has been one of the best Saturdays we have had in recent memory. It has just been perfect in almost every way. Sherri and I both slept really well last night. We woke up, we had a lazy morning, we had coffee and tea, we had breakfast. For the first 4 or 5 hours of the day, we didn't have phones. We just read. I actually finished the book Holes. If you remember in the last vlog, I said I was going to start that. I read the whole book, I think it's 233 pages. Read it in 24 hours. Just flew through it. Sherri Beth got to read this morning. The sun is shining. It's just, it has felt relaxing. But we've also gotten a ton of stuff done. Already today, we have washed all the bedding in the house. We have done dishes. We have vacuumed up here. We've put laundry away. And so it's just a reminder that, gosh, we spend a lot of time on our devices. And so this is one of those days when we have set down our phones for most of the day, and that alone has freed up so much time to get stuff done around the house and to relax a ton. So Sherri Beth is in the shower right now, and I am going to the store because we have dinner with friends tonight, and we're doing kind of like a taco salad. And so a bunch of us are bringing side dishes, and Sherri and I want to bring an elote side dish. Elote is like Mexican street corn, and it is one of our favorite things ever. And so I'm gonna go to the store, get the ingredients we need, make that, bring it tonight. And we thought, you know what, rather than starting the weekend vlog tomorrow on Sunday, let's start it today and bring you guys along. Man, you guys, it is just such a good Saturday. All right, so I'm heading to the grocery store, but I wanted to show you how beautiful of a day it is. There's Campbell Lake down there. You can see Chugach Mountains in the background. Also, look at how huge this house is that is being built right on the lake. It's absolutely gigantic. They've been working on it for a couple of years now. Looks like it's getting closer to being done. All right, I'm at the store. I actually don't have many things to get today. I think I just have 8 or 9 things on the list. I might get a few other things. I might try to get some things to make lunches this coming week so that I don't have to come back to the grocery store tomorrow and do some shopping. But I still think it'll be kind of a quick shopping. Do have some things to fill you in on a little bit later, including a cruise for my mom that we booked that we are so excited about, and fingers crossed we're gonna be able to go on with her. That is making progress, and we're so excited about it. More details a little bit later in the vlog, but I need to head into the grocery store to do a little shopping. You guys, they got me. I've done so good avoiding them, but walking into the store, there they were. So I got Sherri a box of Thin Mints, those are her favorites, and I got me a box of Samoas. Come on, how do you say no to the Girl Scouts? All right, it's not all grocery stuff we need. I do also need dryer sheets. That's a good price. We're gonna get these free and clear. Next thing I need is cotija cheese, which they have right here. I think that's everything I need for the elote. Okay, I'm mostly stuck to the list with only a couple of exceptions. I think we're just about ready to head out. All right, I'm back home, and I did get a couple extra things before I left. I decided to pick up a couple bags of salad. Sherri loves this maple bourbon bacon, and the smoky ranch is a new one that I have not tried yet. Just kind of decided to have those on hand for lunches this week. Since I'm not doing a big meal prep, I wanted to have some things that we can grab that are easy. So for this coming week, we don't have dinner at home as much as we normally do. Tuesday night, we're having dinner with a friend, and Wednesday night, we are having dinner with friends. And so we really only need dinner. Oh, and Sunday night, tomorrow night, we're having dinner out in Palmer. And so we really only have Monday night, Thursday night, maybe Friday night for dinner this week. So I got a couple things for that. Got things to make a chicken and broccoli Alfredo. I think that will be delicious. And then we have some other stuff that we can make as needed. For lunches this week, again, I think we'll do salads. We do have a little bit of leftovers I think we can use. We can do sandwiches. So not doing the meal prep that I normally do. Not sure what we're gonna do for breakfast. Maybe we'll do oatmeal this week. We haven't done oatmeal in a while, and we have it, so that's something we didn't need to buy. So maybe oatmeal for breakfast, and then just kind of randomness for lunch, and then a couple of dinners. That's the plan. Look who it is. For the first time on the vlog, Hey, Sherri Beth.
First time ever.
For the first time ever, finally revealing the Sherri. So I got everything on our list, except I was accosted. Sherri,
oh no.
As soon as I walked in, I was accosted. And so I had to get a box of Samoas. I had to.
Yeah, did you get Thin Mints too?
Did I get what?
Thin Mints?
Did I get Thin Mints too? Of course I got Thin Mints too.
Yeah, the Samoas are gross.
The Samoas are delicious.
It smells coconut.
Everyone wants coconut. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Okay, so this elote dish is going to take butter, mayo, sour cream, cumin, corn, lime, cilantro, cotija cheese, and taco seasoning. It's not going to take the Girl Scout cookies. Those are for us. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to measure out 4 cups of corn. Well, we've already called an audible on this recipe. It was supposed to be 4 cups. We're actually going to double it and make like 8 cups. Because there's 6 people at dinner tonight, plus we want leftovers.
We want leftovers. This is about 6 cups, but it's close.
Because this is one of our favorite things to snack on. Mm-hmm. It is so delicious. So, okay, Sherri Beth Legg.
I grew up with corn.
Well, you're from Indiana. I hope you would grow up with corn. Mm-hmm. All right, I am melting the butter, and then I'm going to add the corn to it, so getting closer. Okay, the butter's all melted. We've added the corn. We've got taco seasoning, cumin, mayo and sour cream.
And lime juice.
And, yep, and the juice of 1 lime that we squeezed on this. So now we're just going to give this a nice stir. I'm going to try to not throw corn everywhere. All right, next we're going to take about 1/4 of our block of cotija cheese, and we're going to crumble this up and melt it in here. And another 1/4 of it we're going to save to add to the top. I forgot that we're basically doubling this recipe, so it ended up being about half the block of the cotija cheese. Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to stir that in until it melts. Then we'll give it a taste and kind of see what it needs. We haven't added any salt, any pepper.
Right.
So we may add a little bit of that. Oh man.
Smells good.
It does smell good. And one more thing I want to show you guys. We obviously have cilantro. Not everybody likes cilantro. Sherri and I love cilantro. But not everybody does. So rather than adding this to the top, we're going to cut this up and put it in a container on the side so people who want to add fresh cilantro can. Okay, we've added a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We actually added a little bit of chili seasoning from Meat Church. Mm-hmm. That gave it just a little bit more of that Mexican kind of street corn feel.
Yep.
Even almost like a tiny kick to it.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my God, it is so good. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this off the heat. We're going to put it in a bowl, let it cool down. Because we're not going to serve it hot. And we have to leave in, we still have like an hour and a half. So we'll put this in a bowl, put it in the fridge, let it cool down. And then you can see I've got a container over here of cilantro already cut. So we'll take that with us, put that aside, or put that on the side next to it if people want to use it. And then we also have this other half of cotija cheese that we will crumble and put on fresh on top too. So our elote side dish, all done. Sherri Beth, we tried it. What are your thoughts?
It's so good.
I don't know why we don't make it more often.
We really should. It's the kind of thing that is good with, as a side. It's good just with a spoon.
Exactly.
All right, we've got it in a bowl. It fits perfectly. We have our cotija cheese. We have our cilantro.
Cleaning up from cooking now that things are just about done. Getting the cast iron all cleaned up and ready to go. I will say I go through phases where I feel like the cast iron is like the only pan that I use in the kitchen. Lately I haven't been using it as much and I don't know why. So it actually felt good to use it today. Definitely my favorite pan. Now all these need to be put away. Started washing them earlier. I will say that since the washing machine just stopped, these are all still pretty hot. So we're just going to let them cool down for a little bit. Then we'll empty that. Just a few dishes that need to be put away. Not too bad, actually. All right, friends, let me tell you about Mom's Cruise. We booked it yesterday. We've been talking about it for a while. Her and her friend are cruising from Vancouver to Anchorage, or Whittier, the first part of June, and we are hoping to go with them. We haven't booked ours yet. We're still waiting. Fingers crossed. It is on a ship we've never been on. It's an itinerary we've done lots of times, but one of the reasons we want to go is that my mom has never been on a cruise. and she very much wants her first cruise to be with us. She watches all of our cruise vlogs, and so we just think it'd be so fun, not just to be on her first cruise, but we've, 3 summers now in a row have cruised Alaska, and so we've just gotten to know all the ports really well. And so we think it'd be so fun to go. She's going with a friend of hers, and my gosh, I'm so excited. It was so cool to hear her excitement when we kind of got it all booked, and just awesome. It's been a bucket list thing for her, and the fact that it's finally happening makes me smile so much, and the thought that we could be there with her makes me smile even more. So we'll let you guys know if and when we book that cruise as well. And who knows, maybe we'll see some of you guys on board as we cruise to Alaska this summer. Also, I want to show you this. I have renewed my Seahawks season tickets for next year. Got the email all set. That makes me very, very happy. Part of the reason I'm so happy is that this next season is a big one for the Seahawks. It is the 50th year, the 50th anniversary of the franchise. They started in 1976, so the 2025-2026 season celebrates 50 years. That's a big deal. Now, if you're a sports fan, you will know that this was a very, very difficult week to be a Seahawks fan. They released Tyler Lockett, one of my all-time favorite Seahawks, and then DK Metcalf, an absolute beast of a wide receiver, requested to be traded. And then just yesterday, our quarterback, Geno Smith, got traded to the Raiders. Now here's the thing. It is not all doom and gloom in my eyes. I'm actually very hopeful, very optimistic. Curious to see with the change at quarterback, if DK Metcalf does get traded. Here's the thing. I've been a Seahawks fan my whole life. And we've enjoyed some success with the win in the Super Bowl, lots of division wins, lots of success. However, that has not always been the case. I was a fan and I was going to games when we were having absolutely horrible seasons, among the worst in the league. And so as a Seahawks fan, you hope that every year is a success, but you also know that's not the reality. And so I'm going to be a fan, and I'm going to keep renewing my Seahawks season tickets as long as I possibly can. All right, I just finished doing my Spanish Duolingo lesson for the day. Sherri Beth's upstairs doing hers. So while she does that, I'm going to tackle this, get this stuff all put away. That is much better. Dishes are done. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel on that. Those are dirty, but everything at least is out of the sink. All right, next we are going to make the guest bed. Washed all of the bedding from it, and so gonna put the sheets on. Sherri's coming down to help me with that right now. Got blankets strewn everywhere. So I think this is kind of the last little like house cleaning thing that we need to do today. All right, so we're making the bed. This is a weighted blanket. We had a friend stay here recently and she used this. We bought this actually originally for you, but you weren't such a fan.
Did not like it. It's supposed to help with like anxiety and stuff, and it actually caused me to have more anxiety because I felt like I couldn't move.
Which is so funny, but our friend who stayed here last loves it. And so I thought, you know what? Let's just put it out on the bed. That way, if our guests want a weighted blanket, they can use it. If they don't, they remove it. Yeah, definitely matches. Ta-da! Look at that. Sherri Beth, we've had a very relaxing day.
Yes, we have.
But also very productive.
Yeah.
All the bedding is done, laundry's done, dishes are done, cleaning is done. I finished a book, you read a book. We made a nice lunch. We had barbecue chicken and mashed potato lunch.
Yes, we did.
We made elote, did shopping, and it's still only like 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So
You don't have a watch on.
I have a watch on. Yeah, 6 o'clock.
So we need to leave in about 15 minutes to go have dinner with friends. I gotta tell you, I think I said this at the beginning of the vlog. Tell me if you agree. Best Saturday in a long time.
I would, yeah. It's been very nice, very relaxing. It's such a busy week. But it was nice to just not be busy for a minute.
I feel like today was exactly what we needed it to be. It's not even over yet.
Yeah.
Well, it is time for us to leave. Got the corn, the cilantro, and the rest of the crumble cheese there, as well as a spoon to dish it up. And we are heading to our friend's house. We're gonna bring the camera with us. We're not gonna vlog there, obviously, at dinner, but we may make a stop or two after. So we'll bring you guys with us and we'll pick you up sometime later in the evening. All right, we are on our way home. And we stopped because you guys can see right there, it's not showing up on camera that well, but the northern lights are out here in Anchorage. We did not vlog anything with our friends, obviously. And dinner with them went for 5.5 hours, so much longer than we expected. And then as we were driving home, Sherri was like, look, the Northern Lights. And I was like, what? And sure enough, right there above us on our way home, the Northern Lights are out. I've got to say, you guys, much, much, much more beautiful in person because they're just very faint here on the camera, but they're there. All right, I had to get the camera back out because you guys, they're starting to form much more. Look at this band of them right above us. Look at them dancing. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Sherri Beth, what did you just say?
This might be the biggest display I've ever seen in Anchorage.
This is truly spectacular. Oh my gosh. All right, that was amazing.
Yeah.
I could just stand out and watch that forever.
Yeah, they kind of went away, but they might come back.
Holy cow. So, as I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I might have mentioned this. Dinner with friends went like 5.5 hours tonight. And so didn't vlog anything else. It is currently 12:15 a.m. but it's actually 1:15 a.m. because we're filming this, it's daylight savings.
Yeah.
So I think
we're gonna go home and go to bed.
We're gonna go home and go to bed. We will pick you guys up in the morning. What a way to end the night.
Yeah.
You know, Alaska's one of those places where, yep, it's really hard to live here sometimes. Yep, it's like far away. There's lots of things that make Alaska difficult. But there are some things that make Alaska just breathtaking.
Yeah.
That,
I never get tired of the lights.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, hello friends. I would say happy next day and good morning, but it's afternoon. What a Sunday morning we've had. So obviously we were up late last night. You guys saw the Northern Lights, saw all that. We went to sleep probably, what time, Sherri? With the time change, 2?
It was almost 3 for me.
Almost 3. So we got up this morning about 9:30-ish. Both got up and we thought, you know what, still tired, but let's get up. So we had breakfast, we did our morning devotions, we had just like a nice quiet morning here at home. And then I decided to go lay down and read a new book that I've started. And Sherri was out here in her chair and was reading her book. And we both fell asleep for like 2 more hours. A little bit longer for me. I might have been closer to 3 more hours. Holy cow, I guess our bodies needed it. So right now, what time is it, Sherri? Right now it is like
1:16.
1:16 in the afternoon. Okay, so we're starting the vlog a little later. We are both hungry though, because it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna go make a bourbon chicken that we've had marinating for a couple days. I'm gonna go cook those, and that's how we're gonna start. Well, this is kind of the restart to our day. We started our day earlier, this is the restart. So we started marinating this bourbon chicken a couple days ago, and so it is very nice and marinated. I'm actually going to cook it here in the air fryer, so I'm gonna just kind of scoop this in there. You can see there's a lot of kind of sauce on it. So I'm just gonna scoop that in. I'm gonna fill this up and then get these cooking. All right, now we want these to get nice and crispy, so we're actually gonna cook these for probably 12 to 15 minutes. They are cut up into small pieces, but my guess might be closer to 15. So let's see. Now we do have some dishes in the sink. You can see these were from our breakfast like hours ago before our sleep. So I'm gonna get these put in the dishwasher. This is the bourbon chicken sauce I used to marinate the chicken. We love bourbon chicken, but we've actually never made it at home, so we'll see how this turns out. And I did have a little bit of bourbon chicken sauce left after marinating, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna heat this up just in a ramekin, and this will be used to kind of go over the chicken and the rice that will be served over. All right, remember when I said it would be served over rice? I said that because we have this in our pantry. The problem is I picked up this box. There's like this much rice left in there. Time to improvise. All right, so I found these in our pantry. Long grain wild rice, or cheese risotto. Here's the thing. If it was white rice, boom, we would put the chicken on top, drizzle the sauce over it, the rice and the chicken would get all saucy, delicious. And I could do the same with the long grain wild rice. I just feel like the flavor is going to be off just enough. So I think I'm actually going to do the cheese risotto and do that on the side. So bourbon chicken on the side, cheese risotto on the side. Chicken is done. Look at that. All those crispy burnt pieces. That's exactly what I wanted. You can see you got the risotto over there. Got a little extra sauce right there. Got a Sherri right there. I think it's time for lunch. And even after we've dished up, we have that much leftover chicken, which is awesome. There's Sherri Beth's plate. Not a bad, quick little lunch.
Nope.
All right, it's a couple of hours later. It's about 4:30 p.m. and I am actually getting ready to leave. I'm heading to Palmer for a few hours tonight, till probably 8 p.m.-ish or so. So I'll be back home by 9 is my goal. Sherri Beth is not going with me. She's actually going to stay here. She's got a few things she's working on. Let me show you. First of all, she is filling up her pill box because we're in our 40s. And the next thing, Sherri's got her little, well, secondary desk. That's her main work desk. Set up here. She's going to be doing some work this evening while I am out in Palmer. But before I leave, I think I need a couple of these for the road. They really are, in my opinion, the very, very best Girl Scout cookie. But I want to know, because I know this is a very divisive question. What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Let us know in the comments below. Samoas are for sure mine. All right, I decided that I needed a drink for the road, so I stopped here at Aftershock to get an iced London Fog. All right, I've got my drink. Now I'm ready for the hour-long drive to where I'm going in Palmer. It has been a pretty easy drive so far. Obviously the roads are nice and clear. It does look like there might be some snow going on up there in the mountains. It's like 40 degrees down here, but my guess, much colder up there. All right, friends, made it to Palmer after an easy, uneventful drive. It was nice to listen to a podcast, enjoyed the scenery. I'm going to put you guys down because I'll be busy for the next roughly 3 hours. Well, 2-ish hours. So I'll pick you guys up when I'm done. All right, friends, I am back on the road, done in Palmer, and I want to show you this. It is 8 p.m. and it is still light out. This is the one positive of daylight savings. Evening light. Passing the Alaska State Fairgrounds here on the left. Have about an hour drive till I get home. I'll pick you up when I'm back in Anchorage. All right, 4.5 hours later, I'm home. And look at this one is still working. Sherri Beth.
Almost done.
And you're watching, what is this?
Younger.
Younger?
Netflix.
Movie or show?
Show.
I've never even heard of it. I missed you.
Has Hillary Duff.
Has Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, the time has come to call it a night. Thanks for hanging out with us this weekend. From telling you about Mom's new cruise, which we're so excited about, to the Northern Lights that just absolutely danced overhead. If you follow LeggLife on Instagram or Facebook, we posted a bunch of photos over there. They did a much better job of showing what the Northern Lights actually looked like. Just does not capture on camera as well as it does in person. But thanks for hanging out with us. It was actually a really nice weekend. It was a relaxing weekend. Got lots of sleep, lots of rest, but still made lots of progress with stuff around the house. So I think this was exactly the kind of weekend we needed. Friends, we hope you had an amazing weekend as well, and we will see you on the next LeggLife video.